The science behind mental strength. What actually makes you strong. Where science meets human spirit, mental strength isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. A trainable ability your brain can build, shape, and strengthen. People who seem mentally strong don't live easier lives. They simply have brains that respond differently to pressure, pain, and uncertainty. Today, we'll uncover what science says about mental strength and how to build it step by step. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius, Part 1. What science calls mental strength. In psychology, mental strength is a mix of emotional regulation, stress tolerance, cognitive flexibility, self-control. In simple words, it's how your brain behaves under pressure. Strong minds don't avoid pain, they process it better. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius, Part 2. The stress response why you feel overwhelmed. Every time you face stress, two regions of your brain activate. 1. The amygdala, your fear and emotional center. 2. The prefrontal cortex, your rational decision-making center. When mental regulation is weak, the amygdala takes control. When it's strong, the prefrontal cortex stays online. That's the difference between panic and pause, between reacting and responding. Mental strength is literally the skill of keeping your thinking brain online when everything feels like chaos. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. Viktor Frankl, Part 3. Neuroplasticity, the game changer. Here's the science. Your brain physically changes with repeated thoughts and actions. This phenomenon is called neuroplasticity. Every time you calm yourself instead of panicking, reframe a negative thought, sit with discomfort instead of running away, you're rewiring your brain for resilience. Mental strength isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle, Part 4. Why strong people feel their emotions. Science shows that suppressing emotions increases cortisol, anxiety, and emotional fatigue. Mentally strong people don't suppress. They process. They feel emotions. They name emotions. They regulate emotions. They don't say, I'm fine. They say, I'm stressed, but I can handle it. Labeling emotions reduces your brain's threat response by up to 30%. That's neuroscience proving awareness is strength. No tree becomes rooted and sturdy unless many a wind assails it. Seneca, Part 5. Self. Talk your brain is always listening. Your brain doesn't distinguish between criticism from others and criticism from yourself. Negative self-talk activates the same neural pain circuits as physical injury. Mentally strong people practice neutral and compassionate self-talk. Instead of saying, I'm weak, they say, this is hard, but I'm learning. That single shift rewires your emotional resilience circuits. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, Part 6. Discipline vs. motivation. What science says, motivation is emotional. Discipline is neurological. When you rely on motivation, your brain stays in comfort mode. But when you act with discipline, your brain strengthens dopamine regulation. It learns to trust itself. Each small, consistent action builds mental muscle. You grow not when you feel ready, but when you act anyway. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus. Part 7. Why stillness builds a strong mind. Modern neuroscience proves what ancient philosophy already knew. Stillness rewires the brain. Mindfulness reduces amygdala activity and thickens the prefrontal cortex. Your brain becomes calmer, sharper, more stable. Stillness, silence, breathing, reflection is not laziness. It's neural training. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Marcus Aurelius. Part 8. Boundaries, a neurological necessity. Chronic people pleasing keeps your brain in threat mode. Every yes when you mean no raises cortisol and erodes self-respect. Setting boundaries lowers stress, improves emotional regulation, and protects your mental stability. Boundaries are not selfish, they are self-respect in action. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Part 9. How mental strength feels. Here's the truth most people miss. Mental strength feels calm, not aggressive. It looks like pausing before reacting, feeling emotions without drowning in them, choosing long-term peace over short-term relief. A strong mind isn't hard, it's regulated. The greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Plato. Final message. Science plus humanity. You don't need to be fearless, you just need to be regulated. You don't need to be perfect, only consistent. Mental strength isn't about becoming hard, it's about becoming stable. And the most inspiring truth? Your brain is always ready to change. No matter your past, no matter your pain, growth is still possible. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes. William James. Your mind is the strongest muscle you'll ever own. Train it with patience, shape it with awareness, and protect it with love. Thank you for watching, and remember, your strength is already within you.